Hello folks and welcome back to Rome Total War. I'm Stip and this is going to be part 79 of my Imperial campaign where I'm playing as Egypt. And in this episode I imagine that I will be taking Dimity. I think so. I think my chances are pretty high. It's going to be 6 turns before they do surrender. They could sally out beforehand, but I do have now Ramos the Mean. His army and his lame-ass nickname are going to be here outside of Dimity upon while waiting for them to sally out, or for them just to either just sit there and die. Either or. We did kill both generals that were in the vicinity in the battle that Tahotep did lose. I fought that pretty miserably. Wasn't a good army to begin with, but I definitely made some mistakes. And I also made mistakes on the strategy map itself by keeping these two armies too far apart so that they could not support one another. So yeah, a couple lessons learned. You are going to be continuing in this direction now, along with Tahotem the Cold-Hearted, much cooler nickname by the way. And they're going to be combining their forces together. We're going to bypass these brigands for now, and we are going to concern ourselves more directly with the... Oops, what am I doing? What's his... Asinius Cincinnatus. Yes. And our faction leader, Nocti the Conqueror, he's going to reverse course. Instead of going that direction, you're going to be hopping on these boats and then sailing to Sicily. We are 1 turn away from having another Pharaoh's Bowman here, and we can just keep on training up Pharaoh's Bowman and just making sure that Tingi is a bit more defensible. We do have the large stone walls, which are 3 turns away from being completed. In fact, they might be 3 turns away from arriving. I think these are highways. Does it tell us? Yeah. So these are highways. They might be able to, yeah. Their movement might be kind of fast actually, but still, I think we're gonna be fine. Even if they do turn around and march on us directly, I think we'll be fine. There's not much here. And with these armies following up behind, we can, catch up and harry them and what have you. So that's going to be all settled in this area. With him sailing on Sicily, that's going to be a nice... I don't know if we're going to get there in this episode, but we'll start making our way. Now, Cirta, I think I saw something that I wanted to start building for you. You do have a lot of corruption. Yes, you have a lot of corruption. Now, you do have the large Temple of Milcart, which is Carthaginian. It's not mine. It does increase your trade goods, which is nice, but culture penalty here is at 45%. So if I could reduce that by building my own temple line, so I'd be losing 15%. That'd bring me down to 85%. So that's still in the, and I'd still be okay with that. So let's do it. Let's go ahead and destroy that. And yeah, 85%. So we're still in the clear. And then let's go ahead and build. I'm thinking about a Temple of Set. The reduction to corruption with the law bonus is very nice for all of these far-flung settlements with just this insane corruption. So that'll be nice. Get that done in 1 turn, and maybe just start building the secret police network as well to further reduce corruption. And public baths, just because there's a Roman sewer here, so we can overwrite that culture penalty as well. And that's a good start, I reckon. And then over here around Carthage, what do we have going on? Orders? Not too much, just training up some stuff, and maybe we'll have an army eventually ready someday so that we can sail on Sicily. Who knows? I'm not too close to having things settled here. A lot of boats, though, in the neighborhood.
Aye, great lord! Aye, great lord! Ships ready! Aye, my lord.
Yeah, we can definitely come out here and jump on this Julii Byreme. They got a little too close. And then, do I want to venture out further?
Ready to sail! Ready to sail!
I kind of want to maybe take a break from all that and just focus on retraining boats. I know I've been going non-stop for quite some time. I think, are these boats kind of healthy? These boats are kind of healthy, so if anything I can attack with them. I don't know if you can reach. I think those 2 boats might be able to reach.
Yes, mighty lord. ready to sail. Yes, mighty lord.
And let's see how
Ready
close
to
you can get.
sail. Set sail. Ships ready.
So those two can
Prepare
fight.
to
What are we fighting at
engage.
Quinkream? Okay. With some decent upgrades, but still, we should be able to do fine against
The
it.
sea is yours, great lord.
22 men left, and should we
Ships
or should
ready.
we not?
Ships ready.
Yeah, that 4-boat fleet is a little scary. I kind of want to keep
Ships
these boats a
ready.
little closer to harbor,
Set sail. Ready to sail. Yes, mighty lord.
just in case that 4-boat fleet comes out and tries to hurt us.
Ready. Ready
So
to sail.
here, let's just
Aye,
keep
great
together
lord.
here,
Ships ready. Yes, mighty lord.
and that way I think that we could fend off that
Ships
attack if
ready.
they wanted to attack into
Aye,
us.
great lord. Aye, my
Yeah,
lord.
maybe that's a bit better.
No more moves, sire.
Yeah, that looks okay.
Mighty general.
Now you looks okay. You're headed back to Leptis Magna.
Onward.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine for now. And oh yeah, just to give you guys, just let you know, I wanted to say thank you for those of you who are still watching this campaign. It's pretty awesome, and I really do appreciate the support. And recently, I've been receiving some more advice and stuff, and it's helpful. Yeah, I like hearing back from y'all, and it does help catch me up on the details of this game and the current advice. Just for those of you who aren't aware, I just wanted to pass it on to y'all. I was made aware of how the public order for the statue of Zeus at Olympia works, because I was kind of confused about how it says it gives +4 bonus of population loyalty, and I don't really know what that means. And what I was told was that it's a 10% permanent bonus to population loyalty, and then there's a 20% temporary bonus, which decreases by 5% per turn. So it's 20% just for like one turn, then 15, then 10, and then 5, and maybe. So that's where I'm a little confused though. Is that the 20% temporary bonus plus the 10% permanent bonus? So for that first turn, is it like 30%? And anyway, so like the basics though is that it's it's a big boost for temporary amount of time, and permanent is the 10%. And that temporary bonus apparently is for all ancient wonders. If I understood that correctly, that means that anytime I capture anything, the Halicarnassus thing, the mausoleum at Halicarnassus, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, they would all give that temporary 20%, 15%, 10%, 5% for 4 turns kind of bonus dealio, which is interesting. That's actually nice to know. I hadn't really paid attention to that. I know, so like if I do look in here and it does tell me that I have a wonder that's 10%, so I'm receiving that 10% bonus, but then the temporary must be gone by now. I'm assuming it's been 4 turns since I've taken Corinth, so yeah. I don't think I had noticed that. I don't think so. I noticed that you do get a bonus for wonders, but like I don't know, maybe I thought that was just for the actual region that the wonder was in. Yeah, I'm not quite sure, but now hopefully that's really cemented inside of my head, and hopefully I won't forget now. That is interesting though. I wanted to say, so like, it's kind of an interesting thing. I had noticed too. I was like, interesting. It's not my places aren't as happy as they were, because when I first captured this statue, I was like, holy shit, they're like really, really happy. Like everyone's really thrilled, and that has diminished. So I was wondering what was going on there. So I'm really happy that was cleared up, and I do appreciate that advice. So something to kind of keep in mind for the broader strategy of the long scale campaign is wondering, kind of just to myself, but chip in if you'd like. But I was wondering to myself if it is maybe better in certain instances, when you play on this corner of the map, this entire southeastern portion of the map where you have access to all of these things, and certain of them are really obvious, like this, Statue of Rhodes, go for it as soon as possible, right? That makes sense. But if each one gives that 20% temporary boost, it's almost like kind of tempting. I look at this mausoleum of Halicarnassus and I think like, man, doesn't really do much for you, right? Reduces the construction times by 20% for buildings that take 5 turns or more to finish, which is like such a niche kind of thing. So, meh, like you don't race towards that. And maybe I think Halicarnassus, it starts off as Rebel as well. And so my thoughts are that maybe you just kind of leave Halicarnassus until a certain point of the campaign where you're like, man, I could really use that 20% bonus, that boost for, you know, a turn or so. And yeah, that's just kind of a thought, right? So like maybe that, obviously the pyramids are useful when you're conquering Egypt, not when you actually play as Egypt. But yeah, that reduces Egyptian culture penalties when you're, you know, when you take those. So that, I guess you don't really want to wait for that. Farming income from the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. I don't know, farming income isn't a lot, but I mean, a 20% bonus is still solid, right? So I don't know if that's one that you hold out on or not. But that's just some stuff I was kind of thinking about. Am I missing stuff too? Let's see. The statue, mausoleum, that's 2. Roads, that's 3. And then 4. And then 5. Is that it? Is that all of them? Just the 5, eh? I kind of thought there was more, but yeah, maybe it's just the 5. Unless one is staring at me right here. No, I don't think so. Nothing's here. I don't think so. Okay. So yeah, maybe you just kind of hang on to, like, I don't know, the Halicarnassus one, the mausoleum, for like that moment where you know you need it and you're like, okay, I need that boost right now. Anyway, just something I was thinking about. So, while I do have my faction leaders eventually sailing onto Sicily from the west, I will also have a army sailing from the east as well. I don't know, can I get them out right now? Let's go ahead and retrain this heavy onager because I can. Let's go ahead and retrain these boats because I can. And then let's train up some peasants here and a peasant there. And I'm going to try my darnest to... yeah, I can probably move this army out of Sparta next turn. I would only have the 1 peasant, but then I could even move a peasant from Corinth. I don't need the 3. I could just have the 2. So Sparta should be fine with this army removed. This army can cover down, garrison in Athens, and then the army in Athens gets on the boats and then starts sailing west towards Sicily. So I don't know if we're going to be doing any conquering in Sicily in this episode, but we can maybe have boots on the ground depending on how quickly things move along. So we'll try. Let's start cracking on then. Now I am moving into the next turn here, and the first thing that I see is something that's kind of confusing. I'm not sure. We have 2 family members. We know who you are, Asinius Cincinnatus. But Caius Quintilianus, who the hell are you and where did you come from? I kind of wonder... Gosh, there was a guy kind of wandering around out here that seemed lost. And now I'm wondering if this is that guy. Yeah, sure, but where were you hiding this whole time? I've had spies everywhere. Where could you have been? So you're just a single... No, you have a person with you. Might just be mercs, but still, very confusing. And then so you're just by yourself now. You left your army behind. Just very bizarre. So my assassin, who's very good, 63% chances of killing Caius Quintilianus, but probably not so much for the factionaire would be my guess. 32% chance? Yeah, not too much. I kind of want to go after the assassin, but he's out of my range. Let's see if we can get him. And no, we missed. Darn it. But my assassin is still alive, so there is that. Yeah, okay, interesting. We got some more brigands in the way as well. No, they got cleared out? Oh, maybe that's what happened. Is this guy fought the brigands, maybe? Yeah. Well, how far can you guys go together? I want you guys to fight together. I don't want you to, you know, get strong. Oh yeah, those are the Numidian mercenaries that were right there. They were outside of Numidia, I just kind of bypassed them. I was like, I deal with that right now. And now I'm going to have to deal with that, I guess. Yeah, that's how that works. Alright, 63 grand in the treasury. That's fine. Faction announcements. Let's see here. Family tragedy, and then retinue expands. +2 morale for my admiral. I'm not sure how that works, but maybe that does have an effect somehow. Let's see here. Silk merchant, courtesan for... who? Which one is this for? This is for you over here in Cyrene. Okay. And another courtesan, that is for... okay, got a bunch of people here in Cyrene that need to probably be sent out. And then dancer as well, also in Cyrene. Yes, how did I guess? Alright, not bad. I'll see if I can pick off this general here by bringing you guys here, and then you come around and attack, and we can't go any further, that's fine. So we might get counterattacked. How far can you guys reach? So you guys can't reach me. Yeah, you're off the roads, so you're a little bit stuck. I don't know if the two generals will just attack me as is. That'd be kind of bold of them to do so. So we'll see though, that's fine. At least we're containing this, that is a-okay. Yep, Nepta's fine as well, and I'm just, man, I'm consistently surprised by how many boats the Scipii remain to have in the water. Like, this is just, how, man, there's just so many.
Aye, great lord. Aye, my lord.
Just gotta keep whacking them and whacking them and whacking them.
Yes, mighty lord. Aye, great lord.
Looks like they both went down. Nice, alright. Oh man, it just feels so good when you can sink a couple boats. Seems to happen so rarely. Okay, let's go ahead and retrain a few of them, and I don't want you guys to get caught out. I did have a boat get caught out during the intern phase, and it's got ping-ponged around until it got sunk. As it goes, you know, that's how it goes. Byreme, alright, yeah, not too concerned about a Byreme. Quinkrim with 14 men on it, and a command star. That's more of a target that I would rather go after. Can we sink it? We sure as hell did. Alright. And then from there, yeah, the four boat fleets that I want to continue to hound. Can all of my boats reach it? We can. Yes, we can. Alright.
Ships ready. Ready to sail. Aye, my lord. Ready to sail. Yes, my lord.
And I don't know, that didn't look like we got it. No, it looks like they're just down to 2 boats. I think that might, maybe that's the same fleet. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe it's not, but let's go ahead and get our grouping a bit better. No, not like that. I just like to go in a little triangle kind of formation so that they can't just hit one of the boats on the end of the line. I feel like that works a bit better, but maybe not. Maybe you have a better idea of how to group your boats, and maybe that's the fleet. I'm not sure. Not entirely sure. Alright, so as long as we're continuing to fight them, and as long as the fleets that are carrying my armies are actually massive, which they're considerable, that's fine. Like 5 boats to carry my faction leader's army, yeah, I'm okay with that, so go ahead and get on the boats and start sailing towards Sicily. And then same thing up here, I reckon. Yeah, can you guys move out and have you go inside? That's not going to be enough. What about you? And lower taxes, and we're good. That means that you guys can now get on the boats. You get inside, and we're golden.
Aye, my lord.
Yeah, sail on.
Wolves depleted, sire. Aye, great
So,
lord.
what are we looking at? Maybe 4, 3, 4 more turns before we get there? Something like that. It's not too bad. a turn later, I find myself with a situation which might turn into an actual opportunity, because the Scipii have formed an army here in Sicily that is formidable looking. It really is, you know, pretty dank stuff here. Legionary Cav, Praetorian Cav, Urban Courts, all the scariness. You know, auxilias and pigs too, so there's some stuff that's not so scary, but still, this is the largest Scipii force that we have seen assembled in some time, I might say. So, here's the thing. They might be setting things up to put them on this boat here, which is led by a 3-star admiral, so there is that. Well, let's see what they have. 11 men on a bireme, and then a quinquereme, which we don't know how much men they have, but just based on how small their flag is, probably not a lot of men. And I'm going to have my fleet situated
Ready to sail. Ready to
in the
sail.
area, so that if those men get on these boats, I would love
Ships ready.
so much to have an opportunity
Aye, my lord.
to sink that entire
Ships
army.
ready.
So let's come down here with these boats here,
Ships ready.
and then just
Aye, my
situate them in the area.
lord. Ships
These
ready.
boats are going to be on their
Ships
way.
ready.
These boats are going to be on the way. In fact, even over here, I could get, because I was going to get these spies and put them on these boats and send them to Italy so that I can get some vision over there. But before I do that, let's just get in the neighborhood just so that, again, if we have to ping pong this boat around, I want to be able to hit it from every single angle that I can possibly do. So let's see here. You guys are fine. Okay, so this little grouping's not as strong, but still, as long as we stick them together, we should be okay.
Sire.
So yeah,
Ready to
you,
sail.
you, and
Aye,
then
great
you.
lord. Ready to sail.
Yeah, I have to be aware of,
Aye,
yeah,
my lord.
those two boats.
Sail.
But still, yeah, we're setting things up here. We want to be able to. Oh man, that'd be such a cool thing to do. Getting rid of an entire army on the waters. Oh, that's so dope. Thapsus. All right, having some issues here, are we? Okay. Well,
Ready to sail.
I have these 3 generals. I dropped one off here in Cyrene, and I have 3 more that I
Aye,
can
great lord.
distribute. I can bring one to Thapsus.
Aye, great lord.
But I kind of want to stay in this neighborhood before I do so. Maybe I could just like drop this guy off and send him to Thapsus on foot. But it's not an emergency. Their public order's at 70%, so yeah, it's fine. It should be fine, and if anything, we can just kind of... There we go. Yep, problem solved.
My liege.
Everything is all good. And down here, it's looking like they want to just bypass me and try to relieve the siege of Dimity, I suppose, which is going to be resolved in 4 turns at the most. So let's go back to trying to assassinate. Is it not you? Yes, it is you.
He's a dead man.
No, it's not you. It's...
Death approaches.
Ooh, no, he got better at defending himself because he like dodged an assassin, so he must have a trait or something that's making it harder to kill him. Oh, that's a bummer. Alright, well, now the factionaire, the 21% is the higher number, which isn't very high, but let's go for it. Oh, shit, I don't know. Maybe I should go for the assassin. Yeah, it's hard to say.
He's a dead man.
Kind of want to take out one of these guys, though. Missed him, too. Yeah. Yeah, now he's probably harder to kill.
Sire!
Yeah, I should probably
March! Mighty general!
just pick this guy off. I really don't want to fight this battle. He's just going to get away. I know. I know, I'm not supposed to do that, but
Mighty general! Prepare for battle!
yeah, I should have just killed him. There's like no, there's no point in doing it if you're not going to fight the battle manually and kill him. I just don't want to. Just feel like I've fought so many battles in this campaign. Ah, shoot. It appears like the Scipii did not take the bait. Yeah, the very next turn, that boat is nowhere to be seen. Probably wisely so. Let me just kind of sneak by. They're not here. Yeah, I'm not wondering where they went. It's not going to be... Okay, that's them right there. Okay. Okay, I thought there was more Skippy-Eye boats in the neighborhood.
Ready to sail. Ships ready.
But I may as well nip on up here and take out some more Skippy-Eye boats.
Aye, great lord.
While I'm at it. It does really... It kind of feels like they're, you know, getting ready to jump on some boats, though. But, yeah, I wonder if they can see the writing on the wall. I wonder if they're like, nope, we see you. It's like, okay, you spotted me.
Aye, great lord.
You spotted me, you buggers. Alright, well, let's keep this army,
Ready to sail.
this navy, moving along here. And so it looks like they're going to be getting there. I don't know if that's next turn, maybe... Huh. Next turn... probably not next... So 2 turns from now, looks like they can land. And that's going to be a little tricky, landing right next to the biggest army in Sicily. I might want to avoid... just go around Syracuse and land somewhere closer to Lilybam. Also, just because that gives this army a bit more time to get closer. I've trained up some more boats here so that I can just kind of further escort
Yes, mighty lord.
you. And so only 11 men on the boat, nothing too worrisome.
Aye, great lord.
And yeah, you guys can continue that way.
Yes, mighty lord.
So yeah, that way they get there in 2 turns. Yeah.
Ready to
Yeah, I might
sail.
want to land these guys kind of on the same side, like Lilybam, for instance. That's the weaker garrison. It's further away from these 2 settlements, and maybe I can even like land here with one of them and blockade this section, and then make him kind of go around the longer way, which could give my faction leader time to get in. I don't think my faction leader, I don't think his...
Ships ready.
He doesn't have trebuchets, but the other one does.
Ships ready. Ready to sail.
You do have the heavy onagers, that is. Okay. Alright. Yeah, in any case, we're probably going to want to be closer to each other and not split apart. It's probably going to be the wise thing to do.
sail.
And let's see, I have
Ships
agents on this
ready.
boat. Okay, got it.
Ships ready.
What I can do with these 2 armies is pick off these forces and, yeah, fight them in an auto-resolve battle.
Forward.
And again, even if I don't clear them up in an auto-resolve, I can still
For battle.
win the battle. And, yeah, so they're going to get away,
For
but,
battle.
yeah, that's okay.
Victory.
That's okay. We can just come back to Dimity, honestly, and support. If they want to sally out, if they think that these forces are going to be enough to tip the scales in their favor, they're very wrong. Yeah, that's not going to be the case at all. And yeah, these we got a little bit damaged. And yeah, you're here still. Okay. Back. So can you? 17% chance. Golly, I don't really want to take that chance. Where did that assassin? Did that assassin disappear? That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's too bad. Do I... Yeah, looks like you're losing skill points as well from all of those failed assassinations. Yeah, that's too bad. Shoot. I wonder if I can find that assassin.
Unseen, unheard. Moves depleted, great lord. My eyes are yours. Unseen, unheard.
Yeah,
No more moves, my liege.
I'm not seeing him.
I serve your will. Aya, my eyes
Oh, there he is. Okay, he's still up there. He hasn't really moved much. Okay, I can't reach him.
moving.
95% chance though. I should probably kill him, try to
None shall see
increase my
moves depleted,
skill
great lord.
of my assassin.
My ears are yours.
As I've been going through these turns, I've been spending quite liberally because I thought that I could afford it, and I wanted to make sure that I stayed on top of my building programs, just to make sure that, yeah, as I continue to expand, I wanted to make sure that my people remain happy, and that I don't have those types of issues. Well, I'm down to 24,000, and I'm pretty sure I started this episode with like, what, 90-something or 70-something? I think it was 90-something. Yeah, like 90 grand, and so that's a huge drop. And yeah, I'm gonna probably have to capture something soon. I do have a ton of boats, that is for sure. I probably could disband some boats, but honestly, I'm thinking more like along the lines of capturing territory being the problem, or the solution to our problem, rather than disbanding stuff. I am blockading Budii territory now on the western side of the Baltics, and even on Italy itself. So even, yeah, in Sicily as well. All 3 settlements in Sicily are going to be blockaded.
Ready to sail.
I could even send these boats up to blockade Capua potentially and just completely lock down the Scipii, but that's probably fine for now.
Ready to sail.
So let's go ahead and drop save and let's keep cracking on. And where is this happening? So yeah, they're going to be going after my 2 boats, blockading them here. Let's see, so we did win that. Ooh, and the Budii are sending down a army towards Athens. Interesting. That's... where is it? Where'd it go? Alright, I'm pretty sure I saw it though. You guys saw it too, right? But why can't I see it now?
Are yours. None shall
Ah, there.
see me.
Is it? That's weird. Okay, there it is. Okay, it just blends in. So it's not a strong army. No, it's pretty banged up for one. And then, yeah, like light auxilia, early legionaries, some banged up Praetorians. Yeah, it ain't too strong. Some pigs, watch out. Yeah, I mean, they can march on Athens. Be my guest. My 4 Pharaoh's bowmen can just destroy you guys from my walls. And, yeah, just like a sally out battle later, and that army will be decimated. Would be my guess. I've been wrong before, but, I don't feel too threatened by that. Yeah, not at all. Alright, 33 grand. There we go. City expands. Siwa. Here you go. Have a counselor's chambers. Why not? Grow up and be somebody. Alright, the Scipii are the most advanced. I highly doubt that. And, okay, we got some coming of ages. Teos, Ardeos. Where are you at? Salamis, huge city. Yeah, influence, unusual. Alright, gonna want to move you out of there. We already have the spare. We already have the, well, not the spare, but you're the spare. We already have the heir of the governance of, Salamis. You've been the governor here for a very long time. Probably should have found someone with better management at some point, just because this is a money-making settlement. Kind of thought you were going to be my guy, but then I kind of lost track of you. But, yeah, you can get moved on. Probably don't need you here. And then, Akinuit Kassaros. You are going to be outside of Carthage. 1-star general, and flexible, yes, rather lazy, don't like that. And unusual, -1 command, -1 management. Okay, good ambusher. Alright, understanding of strategy. Alright, he's not useless. 1 star is 1 star. And Ramos is a doctor. Teos Ardeos is a tutor. And that's for you here in Salamis. Got it. Alright. Got it. Moving on. Yeah, see, I'm building scriptoriums. And I'm like, because I have so many characters now. A lot of them are just kind of hanging out, right? Being governors and such. And I thought, build them schools. And then before I knew it, I was like, oh, I'm not rich anymore. So, yeah, scriptoriums, they better gain some good traits from those schools because I paid for them. All right. Yeah, gain that money back for me, please and thank you.
Ready to sail.
All right. Ready to sail? Sure you are. And you guys.
Ready to sail.
All right. So that fleet. That fleet I want to smack around.
Yes, mighty lord.
So let's commence Smackdown. Operation Smackdown commence. And yeah, they're just gonna get hit closer.
Supreme. Ships ready.
Closer to my fleet, but that's okay. Now you guys can contribute.
Prepare to engage. We are
And now they've gone right back on over there. And can we continue smacking them down? Yes, we can. Absolutely.
Set sail.
Abso-freaking-lutely. So let's go here.
Sail.
And is that going to be it for them? Nope, they just keep bouncing around. All right. Well, in that case,
Sea is yours, great lord.
let's come up
Aye,
here.
great lord. Aye,
And let's do one of these. And did we get both of them? I think we did. Yes, we did. Sweet.
Prepare to engage.
Hell yeah. All right, let's get these guys going. They're going to be
Yes, mighty lord.
able to possibly disembark outside of Lilybæum next turn, possibly. And then you guys...
Aye, great lord.
Yeah, you have the siege equipment, so you're moving a bit slower. So yeah, it's going to be an extra turn. Another turn or two before you arrive.
No more
Yeah,
moves,
okay.
sire.
That's okay if they don't arrive on exactly the same time. That's okay. I had some issues with my naval attack timings in my Julia campaign as well. It just goes to show, and this is obviously like a really simple format for, you know, this. So, but like, you know, you think about like real life naval invasions and just how difficult they were and how rare they were, you know? Like the fact that we were able to do that during World War II just took so much effort. And we had the practice of, you know, by we, the Americans had the practice of doing it in the Pacific, but yeah, doing it in Europe as well was very, very complicated. And yeah, looking back on like the medieval times, and then even I can think of naval landing kind of engagements in the medieval times. Not many off the top of my head. There was a crusade that happened where they were going after Egypt, I think, and they had to land, and it was kind of a battle, and they actually were able to land, which is impressive. Was that the 7th Crusade? Can't quite remember. It ended up not being successful, but that first landing actually, I think they were able to land and get on. Trying to think of ancient landing battles, though. There was the time that the Romans, along with, this is when there was the Western Romans and the Eastern Romans, and they combined together, and they're going to go after the Vandals, I think. And that ended up being a fiasco, but I don't know enough about that battle off the top of my head. I don't even know if they had boots on the ground. I think it might have just been like a coastal naval battle, maybe, possibly. Yeah, ancient landing battles. Off the top of my head, I'm sure there must be something, but I'm drawing a blank right now. So, I guess like a really easy one to kind of talk about is Julius Caesar landing and attacking the Britons. That counts, I suppose. Yeah, I would count that. Sure, like he maybe, you know, kind of talked up the amount of resistance that he faced, but I would count that. Yeah. Yeah, that's an example. It took courage, you know, the Romans were scared shitless. And there's a good story about, in case you don't know, there's like a good story when it was time for them to disembark. You know, and Julius Caesar apparently couldn't, you know, get his men to move forward and get off the boats. And one of the standard bearers, like, threw the standard, and, like, kind of like off the boats and towards land. And, you know, that's what got the guys going, like, go get it. That's your standard, to make sure it doesn't fall into enemy hands. Something like that. That was pretty badass. But anyway, yeah, let me know. Let me know off the top of your head, or you just, you know, you can look it up if you want, but you don't have to. But if you know off the top of your head stuff that, like, landing battles, landing stuff, doesn't have to be a victory. It can be a defeat as well that took place during the ancient era. Yeah, it's a very interesting, very complicated, because, man, the timing of stuff, like just going like, oh, it's going to take you an extra couple days. That's all of the difference. Like if you're depending on, you know, boats reaching the same area at the same time, back when, you know, they had no ways of communicating, like, oh my God, how would you do that? You know? I have myself another army comp here ready to go, and they can jump on these boats. Is this the general that I want, though? Nakronk Alexander, 1-star general, which is not bad. Let's see, -1 command when assaulting walls. Yeah, that's not great. And Reverent, +1 morale. That's solid, but man, there's so many generals over here. Probably too many, honestly. I just kind of ran out of places to start putting them. 2 stars, not bad. Social Drinker is a command star, and let's see, +1 command when attacking, confident defense, yes, so I like that already a bit better. And his influence is good as well. Let's see here, yeah, casualty replenishment, which is nice. +2 to general's hit points, and oh yeah, he looks fine. Yeah, you're okay too, but not as good as, let me try to remember your name. Kasakem Epiphanes, okay.
Orders?
Orders.
Yeah, kind of like the looks of him. Let's see, 52, but man, 52 and Nothing? Jesus, what have you been doing your whole life? I'm sorry. I failed that man. Untouched by fear. +1 morale. Yeah, that's not... Yeah, and positive as well. That's 2 morale boosting traits. That's nice. It's too bad you have no command stars. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And you are 1 star, 63. Gonna on death's bed. And Shabaka the Conqueror, 58. So probably not you either. And then did I already look at you? 24. Yeah, nothing really going for you. And what do we have here? 3-star general, not bad. Good attacker. Okay, 5-star general when he's attacking. I like that. And then you're 1 star, but given it ill health, I don't like that. -1 command when attacking, and then -4 from general's hit points. Yeah, don't like that. Yeah, +1 morale, armor. Ooh, I do like that. I kind of want to give that to you. And yeah, make him the general. So where did he go? So you have the armor. Yes, you do. I can also give you the doctor as well. Yeah, let's do that. So you, let's see, how am I going to do this? I think it's that. I think they're the ones. So that's the guy that I want to use. And you don't already have those guys, do you? No, you do not. And what's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is it a 6 retinue limit? It might be. I might have to move one of those guys off of him. Let's check. So armor. Do that. And then can I do the doctor as well? Or am I going to get... Okay, so I can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has 7 retinue. Maybe that's the limit. And then do you have anything I want to give him? Maybe? Or charge +1 command. Ooh, I could do that. Get him up to 3-star general. I like that idea. He doesn't need the influence. 10% bonus on all trade income. He doesn't need that. Let's give that to you. And then you give him the... Yeah, influence and command for the order. Let's do that. Orator. There we go. All right. Sorry, Necronk Alexander. You were just a placeholder the entire time. All right, so it's going to be you. Why did he not get the +2? I thought he was going to get an additional... oh, he already had an orator. Got it. Okay, so that's why he didn't get that. Got it. Sorry I blew up. Let's get you over here. So yeah, full army camp. Rocking 3 Pharaoh's Guards, 4 Pharaoh's Bowmen, 4 Nile Spears, 3 Desert Axes, 3 Chariots, and 2 Chariot Archers. So yeah, a bit different army composition that I had been using for most of this campaign, but I'm always tinkering, I'm always trying new things, and I like this one a bit better. I'm working on the whole command thing. I'm not going to accept being a shitty general for my entire Rome Total War career. Eventually, I'm going to figure out how to do things in a way. Typically, in my experience, the answer isn't to get faster or like better at commanding, which sounds counterintuitive. At least my experience in Shogun and Medieval, the answer typically, for me at least, is to make my command system as simple as possible so that there's as little room for mistakes as possible. That's kind of my way of doing that. So for instance, going forward in my Rome Total War army compositions, I'm not going to be running like a highly mobile flank on both sides of my center. So I'm not going to be having basically like a center and 2 flanks on either side. That's not how I'm going to be designing my armies anymore. I want a mobile part, like an attacking like fist part, and then like a shield part. So like heavy infantry and archers on one side, and then the other side would be the mobile stuff, the chariots, the cav, and any attacking infantry that I might want to throw along with that group. So like, yeah, kind of like a blocking side and a punching side. That way I can keep all of the high micro right in front of me with the, you know, mobile stuff, the chariots, the, you know, the cav, the infantry that I'm attacking with. All of that will be right in front of me, which is a lot easier to do than just having like both flanks that I have to do. And that way the infantry, the heavy infantry, the blocking side, the Pharaoh's guards and the Pharaoh's bowmen can just kind of like hang out. They don't need a whole lot to do to be like extra micro. They're tanky boys, you know, they're good at fighting. Even the archers can hold out for some time. So that's going to be the idea going forward. In every army comp, I've already designed my army comps for every single faction in this game, because that's the part that I love to do the most. And they're all designed around that concept of having, yeah, like having all my mobile elements in just kind of one section that can kind of punch forward. Which, yeah, I do like that a lot. And there's some historical, you know, precedent for that. It's not always the case, but yeah, there's some. And let's go ahead and plop these guys on the boats, and they are going to be going straight for Italy.
Aye, my lord.
Now, if I land these guys on Sicily and I end up changing my mind and I need more backup on Sicily, that's fine. That's fine. I can reroute. That's fine. But my first goal with them is to attack Croton. Yeah, they just have wooden walls here, so... Yeah, they haven't really done much. Guarded by a Principe. Jesus Christ, this place, they need me. Croton needs me more than anything. They're like, oh my, please, the Brudii, I don't even know we exist anymore, please. Rescue us from them. Alright, this is just the, it's, okay, this is weird. It's weird that you get messages for retinue expands when you're like, yeah, I did that. I transferred the retinue. I know, thank you. Thank you, game. Here are the Brudii now laying siege to Athens, and that's not going to end well for them. This, however, might end well for them. I don't know. I outnumber their men. We'll see. And yeah, so I did win there. And where is this happening? Right, same place? And it looks like we'll lose that one. Oh, wow. There's a lot of Scipii boats up there. Okay, that's where they're hiding. The Scipii boats are like, please shelter us, please. Yeah, that sucks. So I'm going to be losing those two boats probably. Yeah. And here, though, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm gonna have to send my fleets up into there and start hunting down some Scipii boats. All right, we got a one brigand guy right there, and yeah, this frickin' guy. What are you doing, man? What is your MO? I'd hire some more mercenaries. I have this guy that I'm sending down to govern Nepta, and you can just kind of pick him off on the way, but I don't want to have to I don't want to have to, I really don't want to have to like manually fight that. I'm being a baby, I know, but.
Who shall die this day?
Alright, what does this assassin think he's doing? Are there spies in here? I don't have any, there's no unrest, so there can't be a spy there. Can't do anything to me without a spy, my guy.
He's dead. No more move.
Yeah, kill him. Alright, one turn before Dimity surrenders, and it kind of looks like they're not going to have to fight. I mean, they still might fight me, but you would have thought that if they were going to do it, they would have already done it by now. So that's kind of odd. Low taxes, yeah, Certa. Secret police network is going to be finished next turn, so that's fine. And then you can come over here and smack these guys around. Peasants, yes, smack them around.
Engage the enemy.
That works.
Glorious victory.
And then, yeah, 21 grand, not great. I'm the most advanced faction, and let's see here. We don't. All right, that's fine. I don't need to spend too much time on that right now. Okay, so where's that? Where are those boats? Are you the ones with the army? Yes, you are.
Ships ready.
Okay, so now we know that there's like a whole swarm of Scipii boats in the Adriatic. Now I should probably
Ready to sail.
get my fleets back together. And yeah, you just kind of hang out together. That's fine. And then here.
Aye, great lord. Ready to sail.
Yeah, you keep making your way
Set
around.
sail. Moves depleted, sire. Aye, great lord.
You smack them,
Yes, mighty lord. Ships ready.
and then
Aye, my lord.
you
Ready to sail.
come just hang out.
Engage.
And try to get closer. Yeah, something like that.
Ships ready. Ready to sail. Set sail.
And then maybe you guys actually,
Ships ready. Ships ready.
yeah, come down here and smack them.
Sail. Aye, great lord. Prepare to engage.
Okay, that's fine. And then I was gonna send these guys up to blockade Thermon,
Aye, my
but
lord.
let's not do that. Let's actually come here and just kind of hide in the port for now. Because yeah, that's where all their boats are. I want to be careful of that.
Aye, great
And
lord.
so this army is going to be landing maybe next turn. Got a Quinkream right there.
Ships ready. Ready to sail.
And
Yes,
let's try to
mighty
pounce
lord.
on these guys. Can I not?
Ships ready.
Ooh, okay, so you can get
Ships
over.
ready. Yes, mighty
You
lord.
cannot, but that should be enough.
Ready to sail. Aye, great lord.
Alright, so they got away.
Prepare to engage.
And
The
can
sea
we
is yours,
actually
great lord.
land? Might be able
Aye,
to
great
land.
lord.
Hell yeah.
Yes, mighty lord.
Hell yeah. So let's go
shore.
ahead and sapping
Mighty
point
general.
and some
Engage
towers,
the enemy. Besieging settlement, sir.
some ladders, maintain that
Settlement
siege.
under siege,
And
sir.
can this army reach us in one turn? Can anyone reach us in one turn? You might be able to, but you kind of look like you can't. So we can probably just take Lily Bam next turn by assaulting it. Now, with that being said, this is a half stack, which isn't nothing for a city assault. Yeah, that's a little bit dicey. A city assault. Am I going to be okay here? 3 legionaries, 1 praetorian, a legionary cav, Roman cav, and an urban, and a freaking onager as well. It's kind of tricky. That's kind of tricky. It is just the tier 3 stone walls, so there is that. I think the answer is I'm going to have to make it work. Because I can't wait any longer than that. I think that if I wait for these soldiers to collapse in on me here, I think that that turns into a very difficult fight. So I'm going to have to make this attack on Lilybam work.
Aye, great lord.
Yeah, maybe should have waited for these guys to get there. They potentially still can. I don't know if they can land here and sneak by the zone of control. They probably can't. Actually, ooh. It kind of depends on what they do. If they... How far can you go? You can only go that far. Because if anything, maybe what I could do is land here, go here, put a fort down, and make them go around. And then by doing that, I could potentially put myself in a position where they'd spend that extra turn going around, and then I'm able to, break camp, break the fort down, and then head together and group together with my dude here, and then we don't necessarily have to assault that half stack inside of Lilybam. We can wait the 8 turns, or 7 turns, or 6 turns, however long it'll be by then, or we could use our heavy onagers and break in as well with this army. We all have options, and options are nice. It's not a great thing to kind of do what I just did, which we're just kind of like a do or die, like gotta get in or else I'm screwed. Yeah, we might be fine here. We might be able to do, I think the plan that I just set out, I think that is possible. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that going into the next turn.
Ships ready.
Now, what I probably should do is fight this Saliat battle and just to kind of push off this Bruttii army outside of Athens. However, what I actually want to do is end this turn, see if I can take Dimity. I'm kind of hoping I can take it without a fight, if I'm being honest with you. As far as what's going on for me in my life and kind of the reasons why I think that this episode's been a little bit hurried on my side is just that I have to pack my bags and get ready for another trip here. I'm going to be visiting Dad as soon as, well, yeah, tomorrow. And I don't know if I'm going to have any chance to sleep tonight. I'm just going to be editing this video, packing my bags, and maybe getting on the plane, just going to the airport. TSA, I guess, has been having a lot of issues because they're not getting paid. So there's been a lot of wait times. So yeah, I'm just going to be getting this video ready to go. But I do want to end this turn and see how things go. If I do have to fight a battle outside of Dimity, that's fine. That's okay. But I'm going to have all these videos set up so that they will be spaced out during my trip. So you'll be watching this, I think, probably on like the day I'm coming home, actually, from the trip. And I should be able to continue with my regular schedule going forward after this. So that's why I'm doing this. But yeah, I just don't want to fight that battle, that Sally out battle right now. I can fight it next time I do an episode. That's fine. That's a-okay. But for now, let's just end it. Let's just see. So it looks like they want to attack us here. Okay, well, we'll see. Okay, alright, smacking around the rebels, that's fine, I'd like to see it. And so that smaller group did attack me. Okay, interesting. I guess together with the garrison, it's a formidable force. Yeah, I do still... Let me, can I move? Yeah, so you're still here, so they didn't move. I like that. This is fine. I can fight this battle. It's kind of evenish, so I definitely have to take it seriously, but then this army can land and then do exactly what I just talked about, putting the fort down, and then, yeah, blocking that army or whatever, and yeah. Anyway, let's see what they have here. So, Middle Gladiators, Legionary Cav, early Legionaries, Praetorians, Auxilia Pigs. That's not strong. It's going to be the Reinforcing Army, which is stronger, which they're not going to let me see because I don't have any vision on them, but we already looked at them. We already know what they have. It's formidable, it is. But I reckon that, yeah, my army's solid, and I have my faction leader, Nocti the Conqueror. He's ready to go, so let's get it done.
We did not seek war. We are lovers of peace and prosperity. But now we are facing a battle. We will not stop until our foes lie dead on the field! Now to arms! Harden your hearts and think of your loved ones! Think of all who wish to see you again! Think of these and we will have victory!
Something that I did just read earlier in the day when I was looking up the, I don't know, just kind of reading strategies and stuff for this game. Oh yeah, ooh, one thing's wrong about this army comp. I meant, so I have been doing 3 archers, 4 spears, but I want to move towards just doing 3 spears and 4 archers, just because the archers are the strength of the Egyptians, and the funny thing with the phalanx units is that the enemy, the AI seems to like really understand that they should avoid them, so they do, and you know, I'm spending all this time and energy and resources on these units that aren't getting a whole lot of fighting actually, like in these battles. You know, just their presence alone kind of deters the enemy from attacking. And as long as they're holding the ground, they're kind of doing their job. And if I'm just using them to screen the archers, which are doing the real killing of this section, that is, I think 3 will be just fine. Sure, it will leave like a gap, but it's going to allow me to have an extra archer, more firepower, and the archers themselves are solid. You know, if they end up in melee, that's fine. Even with gaps between like a 3 spearmen in front, kind of gives the archers more firing like into the gaps and potentially into the flanks of the enemy units. So that's going to be me going forward, and most of my current armies that I've been putting together, that's been the case. I just made a mistake on this one. So the reinforcements are going to be coming from Lilybaeum right there, which is by the sea. Enemies should be right in front of me, and I think I'm just going to ride them down. So, yeah, they can go there, and then, let's see, let's get my... So I just have the 2 chariots. Oh, yeah, this is an old-fashioned army, because I still have the slingers, which I'm not going to be using in my newer armies, but that's okay. Let's get chariots there. And desert axes can go here. And then chariot archers can just go side by side, because the fear effect that chariots cause is cumulative up to a point. I can't remember what that point is. Is it up to 3 units or 4 units? I'm not quite sure. But it's, yeah, it might be 3. Might be 3 units. So that's like a stacking fear effect that it causes on infantry, which is very nice. Also, I'm thinking, like, if this is going to be my hammer section, which is, again, this isn't my... I'm going to be going with 3 chariots instead of just 2 in my future armies. And 4 Nile Cav instead of just the 3. That's what I'm going to be spending my 2 slots on when I get rid of the slingers. Enemy general running with the hammer section so that you can apply his buffs more locally to the section that's going to be needing the most power. So my holding section won't have as much staying power because they won't have as, you know, localized morale boost. Well, not a morale boost. It's going to be the command stars give attack, I believe, is my understanding. Anyway, moving forward. And then are we in range right away? Not right away.
As if numbers mattered.
But let's just go ahead and go here, and let's swarm these guys as fast as possible. What do they have on the flank? Some auxilia, so that not really the unit that I want to be throwing chariots on into. So let's send the desert axes up here. And now archers should start firing here. Oh yeah, and I read that the phalanx units should not be on guard mode, which is interesting. I don't know how true that is, but that's just something that I just read, so maybe it's true, maybe it's not. And then yeah, you guys go into there. You guys go into these to the spears. Are you guys gonna catch up? Maybe not. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. And then here you go into the cav unit, and then yep, you go. Yep, they broke right away. You go into the legionary cav. Get supported by the axes. Chariots go around the flanks, and then Nile spears go in as well. There you go. And then yeah, general go up as well here. So it looks like we got a not quite a full break. Looks like the Praetorians are still hanging on. So let's make sure that we break them as fast as possible. And there we go. Enemy general's down. And let's break these Praetorians, gosh darn it. There they go. Looks like they're broken. And auxilia. Slingers can come out here. And there you go. Don't need you guys shooting anymore, so just turn you guys off, and then you guys can face that way. Slingers can go up, and then yeah, run those guys down, run them down. Let's see, probably not going to catch the legionary cav, but we can catch the pigs, definitely. And Murmillo gladiators, yeah, run them down as well, please, and thank you. And then let's get my forces ready to go, so that we can face off against this army here. Oh, and watch this. Watch me not forget to turn my guys back on fire at will. Hey, how about that? I'm learning. Yes, I am learning. Alright, chariot archers can come on, head out here. And I realized that I lost an entire ass chariot unit during that fight. Really? How the hell? Did they get caught by the Murmillo gladiators? Is that what happened? I don't know. That sucks. Oh well. Alright, let's, oh yeah, they have onagers too. Right? That's what that is? Yes. Alright, so let's go ahead and move forward. Actually, let's not. It looks like they're kind of moving it towards us pretty steadily. So we don't need to move forward. And you guys can move out. Yep, move out here, that's fine. Move out here, that's fine. And I kind of want to detach this unit of Nile Cav and just send them around. Go here, here, and then here. and to get around and get to the onagers, and so they want to be going after the slingers. That's fine, just turn the slingers around to get them behind my lines. They're going to get shredded by those guys there, and yep, chariots go on into the infantry. That's fine, and then we got legionary cav, definitely. General, go on up, and then you're going to get back here. There you go, perfect. And then, yep, you guys can charge into the Praetorians, and honestly, so can chariot archers. Looks like I lost my other unit of chariots. Good job, Khan. And then you guys go into the legionary cohorts here and then here. So we should overwhelm in this section, and then, yeah, you're going that way. What's happening over here? Are we going to be okay? Looks like we are. Alright, so let's turn here, and you guys can run, and spear units can go off in phalanx mode so that you can run as well. Alright, enemy generals down, legionary cohorts, go here, and who's still standing? Urban cohorts? Okay, so yeah, those are the nasty boys, and light auxilia as well. Can we get into the light auxilia and shut them down, please, and thank you. And those are the legionary cohorts on that side. Alright. So, phalanxes are moving up, and slingers. Let's get slingers over here and here. And legionaries are still hanging out. Looks like they're breaking now. Let's get you guys into legionaries there on that side. And general can go over to legionary cohort and hit them. And slingers can definitely run. Definitely run. Looks like the cohorts are taken offline, and archers can now shoot into those legionary cohorts on that side. Can someone please get rid of those light auxilia so they stop throwing javelins at us, please, and thank you. There we go. And probably want to turn off fire at will again so that we don't shoot my dudes. And move up my spears. I don't really... Let's just chariots get out of there, actually. Actually, yeah, you guys go back to shooting at them. That's fine. Yeah. We don't need to engage. Just get back, chill, and shoot. Same with you guys. Just halt. Halt, please. Halt, and put your spears down. Look at me remembering to do stuff. Like a whole different general. And you guys can get back. And yeah, just throw stuff at them. And let's continue this battle. What are you chasing, light auxilia? And man, I got outran by the light auxilia, eh? That's kind of lame. But here, let's make sure, yeah, these guys are not going to get away. And you guys go off of fire. Oh, you guys were off of fire with the entire time. Okay. Must have clicked that off again when I didn't mean to. Or I forgot to turn it back on again. Are you guys shooting? Sounds like you are shooting. Oh yeah, I commanded them to shoot. Okay, so that's right. Got it. Got it. Alright, so how did we do? 90% of them killed. So that should be... The garrison wiped, right? So we just took Lily Bam, right?
Enemy can do but run.
I think we did. So yeah, we definitely lost some dudes. 222, 41. So we lost like 260 something. Killed not quite 1,000. And yeah, did we take Lily Bam?
Victory!
Looks like we did. And what's this is, oh, this is happening. Okay, so they are gonna sally out. Oh, I don't want to. I just don't want to fight that. There we go. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, took Lily Bam and Dimity. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I didn't even think I was gonna take Lily Bam in this episode, but that's pretty cool. So they're still around, but it looks like do those two generals survive? So I think... So you're still around. Okay, so the two generals are still like, yeah, they're getting by. I don't know what they think they're doing. You can turn around and chase that dude. It's fine. I'll do it next episode. I promise. I'll do it. And then we can smack this guy up next episode as well. There's no general here, so I can just auto-resolve that. And yeah, we'll have to... I don't know, you can deal with both of them, right? Surely you can deal with both of them. And if not, I have forces in Leptis Magna that can, you know, clean them up as well. So hey, there we go. Dimitis now taken. How about that? Yeah, not bad. Not too shabby. And what do they have here? Yeah, Army Barracks, Imperial Palace. This is a huge city. Yes, it is. But we're fine. We're maintaining. Public order is okay, as long as there's a full stack inside. And yeah, 74,000, just like that. There we go. That solves all of our problems by taking settlements, just like I knew it would. Alrighty then. So yeah, foothold on Lilybaeum, or Sicily, that is, in Lilybaeum. So let's go ahead and retrain these guys. And I want to recruit. Can I recruit chariots? Because yeah, this guy's dead. Oh no, they're fine. They got fully healed up again because of my healing. That's great. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. So now these guys can land and they can push on together, I suppose. Fight that army 2v1. I like that idea. But that's all going to have to wait until next time. So before I go, I just wanted to say that if you're enjoying these videos and you would like to support the channel, then consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. It all helps immensely. So until next time, this has been Connor playing Rome Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.